You know, one could argue whether or not this particular character needs a sculpture, because he's just an ordinary person in a jumpsuit. He's a mechanic. So it really is dependent on the actor that they would cast in the role. But if you're drawing, having this as reference is going to be beneficial to you. Maybe sculpting the head so you can move it around. And I may even do that too. I'm not really sure how much I can get done for this project with all these demos. But we'll see. I'm going to apply foil now to this, but I don't want the arms to move because they're pretty loose. So I'm going to try using a zip tie to stabilize him. And I'm trying to keep it really close so that the knob part of the connector on the zip tie isn't sticking out of his neck on the side or something. I mean, I don't know, even potentially I could put it on his ankle and make it look like he's got a ankle monitor. But I just want to get this down, get this nice and tight. And it's going to be buried underneath foil and clay, so. And I don't think the oven, when I bake the clay, will be really affected by it too much. Now it's making his shoulder pop up. I gotta bend this down. Need to squeeze it. And I have a whole bag of zip ties, so in case I screw this up too much, I'll just start over. Zip tie also works as a nice support. I might make a loop out of the messed up one that I started and create something to help him stand up. But, yeah, I can do that. I could zip tie this to his waist or his pelvis, lower back. So he's got a stand of sorts. Yeah, I'll do that. Just need to ensure that this does not poke out the top. Doesn't twist his head too much either. Like I said, if I didn't quite get it right with the zip tie here, then I could just cut it off. But I think I may do one more on the other side. I think that is tight enough. Alright, so now I can cut off the excess. Recycle. I don't know if I'm making a mistake with the plastic, but it's the first time, so it's a learning experience. I'm okay. I think I'll put one more under this side just to make him a little even. I have a whole bag of these that I got so that I could organize all the wires underneath my desk. again, trying to hide the knob inside his body. I think most people probably say this is way over-engineered, but I'd rather have it over than under. The only real cost is my time, and of course the materials, but not too concerned about that. I think it's more about the knowledge I gain from doing this. And again, kind of bury it so that this is inside of his rib cage and it won't be seen. And this thing, this will just help as a support to stand him up. Well, let's just try it. Put 2 zip ties on here. And I'll make it, I think, so that I can slip this in and out if I need to remove it. He's pretty sturdy, so if it turns out that I don't even need this wire, I can just slip it out. And that's why I'm making it this way. One anchor point is not enough to keep it stable. I need a second one. I'd say this would be more necessary if I was doing something like a dinosaur. Something a lot more delicate and harder to balance. And I need to turn these so that they are turned so that they're inside his body. Looking at him from behind, make sure that he's pretty straight and level. Try not to exaggerate the curve of his body too much, but just make sure that it's still there and easily seen. His shoulder's still a little high. I think I can fix that in the clay. I probably don't need foil, but I want to have the experience of applying foil. can just see. So this is how he looks standing. Let me grab my phone and once again look at him. So here he is with the zip. Here he is with the zip tie router. You can, or the zip tie, and support on his back. Pretty simple. I can slip this out pretty easily because it's not going to be permanently twisted on. But there we go.